Hello students, in this video we are going to study about the other member of bryophyte, that is mosses. Mosses are found as dense green clumps or mats in the damp or shady locations. These are also called as herbaceous or non-woody plants which have plants and absorb water and minerals, and also harvest carbon dioxide and sunlight to prepare food by the process of photosynthesis. Apart from being herbaceous in nature, the normal size of moss is around 3.9 centimeter, but a tallest moss in world is present which has a size of around 50 centimeter or 20 inches, and that tallest moss is Dawsonia. The life cycle of moss is the gametophyte, which consists of two stages. One is protonema stage and another is leafy stage. The first stage is protonema stage, which develops directly from a spore, and another is the leafy stage that develops from the secondary protonema called lateral buds. These protonema stage is a creeping, green, branched or filamentous stage. Creeping, green, branched or filamentous stage, whereas the second leafy stage consists of upright slender axis bearing spirally arranged leaves. They are attached to the soil by multicellular rhizoids, which bears the sex organs. Now the vegetative reproduction in mosses occurs by fragmentation or by the budding of protonemal or the secondary protonema. As we know, as we have already discussed the sexual reproduction, in sexual reproduction the sex organs, male and female gametophyte spores, leads to the formation of antheridia and gonidia, which are produced at the apex of the leafy shoots. During fertilization, when the antheridium or the biflagellated antheridium comes in contact with archegonium, the fertilization occurs and a zygote is formed, that is diploid in nature, which develops the sporophyte that consists of foot, seta and capsule. It is this capsule which is going to produce spores after the meiotic division, and these spores are again haploid in nature, and the cycle goes in alternation of generation, that is from haploid gametophyte generation to sporophyte or the diploid sporophyte generation. Now coming to the examples of mosses: Funaria, Polytrichum and Sphagnum. These are the examples of mosses where sphagnum is also used as a commercial, also has a commercial, economic or the commercial importance, wherein the sphagnum provides peat that is used as a fuel because of its water holding capacity, and it is formed peat is formed by sphagnum when it is grown in acidic marshes or litter decay. The old or the dead parts are slowly carbonized compressed and fossilized over thousands of years and produces a dark spongy mass called peat. These spongy mass or the peat are then dried and later they are cut into pieces or the blocks, which wherein each block is then used as a fuel. It is also a very good source of manure that overcomes the soil alkalinity, and it also retains water. Besides that, it can absorb 20 times of its weight, leading to increase in water retention. Peat also helps in aeration. That's all with bryophytes. Thank you.